The Great Pyramid of Giza, sitting proudly on Egypt's Giza Plateau, is easily one of the world's most incredible and mysterious structures over the years. It's the last of the seven wonders of the ancient world still standing today. For thousands of years, people have wondered how this structure was built, why it was made, and what secrets it holds. The structure is said to be so captivating. It's packed with mind-boggling details that leave researchers scratching their heads. Whether you're an archaeologist, an engineer, or just someone who loves a good mystery, the pyramid seems to have something for everyone. From its super precise alignment with the stars to its mysterious measurements that seem to reflect the Earth's shape, there are layers of secrets hiding in this ancient structure. Some people even think the pyramid and ancient Egyptians might have actually had connections with extraterrestrials. But let's dive into all of these fascinating theories and see what we can discover. One of the biggest mysteries about the Great Pyramid is how perfectly it's lined up with the four cardinal directions: north, south, east, and west. You might think, okay, cool, so they lined it up with a compass. But here's the crazy part. The pyramid is aligned to within 1/300th of a degree of true north. Even with today's technology, building something with that kind of precision is difficult. So how did the ancient Egyptians, who didn't have GPS or modern tools, pull it off? Researchers have been puzzled for years, and many think the builders must have had an advanced understanding of astronomy. They probably used the stars to guide them during construction. But there's more. The Earth's axis wobbles slightly over thousands of years. This is called axial precession, meaning the North Pole shifts a bit over time. Some experts believe that when the pyramid was first built around 4,500 years ago, it may have been even more perfectly aligned with true north than it is today. It's possible the ancient Egyptians understood both geography and astronomy on a deeper level than we give them credit for. But it's not just about the pyramid's alignment with the stars. The actual location of the pyramid on Earth is pretty interesting too. If you drew a line from the pyramid around the planet, going through its north-south and east-west directions, those lines would cross more land than if you started anywhere else on Earth. This led some researchers to believe that the pyramid's builders knew the geography of Earth so well that they placed it exactly at the center of the world's landmasses. Could that really be a coincidence? The mysteries of the pyramid don't stop at its alignment. The mathematical knowledge encoded in its design is equally amazing. Back in 1925, a detailed survey of the pyramid showed that many of its measurements seemed to represent important mathematical constants and even measurements of the Earth itself. The unit of measurement the Egyptians used was called a cubit, and it turns out that the length of one cubit equals exactly 1/25 millionth of the distance from the North Pole to the South Pole. Let that sink in for a moment. The builders may have understood the exact size of the Earth and used that knowledge when designing the pyramid, and that's not all. The perimeter of the pyramid's base, when multiplied by 43,200, gives you the equatorial circumference of the Earth. Similarly, if you multiply the height of the pyramid by 43,200, you get the polar radius of the Earth. These numbers seem way too precise to be just a coincidence. Could it be that the pyramid was designed as a model of the Earth? And if so, how did the ancient Egyptians know so much about the planet's dimensions? Thanks to modern satellite technology, researchers discovered that the latitude of the Great Pyramid is almost exactly 29.9792458 degrees north. And why is that cool? Because the speed of light in meters per second is 299,792,458. The pyramid's latitude seems to match the speed of light. Some people think this is just a wild coincidence, while others suggest it could be another sign that the builders had advanced knowledge of the universe. Could the ancient Egyptians have known about the speed of light thousands of years ago? That, we may never know. Was the pyramid just a tomb or something more? Most historians and archaeologists agree that the Great Pyramid was built as a tomb for the pharaoh Khufu. But over the years, alternative researchers have thrown out some much more exciting theories. Some believe the pyramid was actually some kind of energy generator. Why do they think this? For starters, The pyramid is made from materials like limestone and granite, which have special properties. These materials are piezoelectric, meaning they can generate an electric charge when pressure is applied to them. Some people think the pyramid's design and materials might have allowed it to harness or channel energy from the Earth or even from the stars. There's also the theory that the pyramid was built to serve as a portal or a stargate. This idea comes from ancient Egyptian beliefs about the afterlife. They believed the soul of the pharaoh would journey through the stars after death to join the gods. The pyramid's alignment with the stars, especially Orion's belt, which was connected to the god Osiris, has led some to speculate that the pyramid was designed to help the pharaoh's soul travel to other realms or even other worlds. But here's where things get even wilder. There's a popular theory called the ancient astronaut hypothesis, which suggests that advanced beings from other planets visited Earth thousands of years ago. These extraterrestrials supposedly shared their knowledge with early humans, teaching them how to build incredible structures like the Great Pyramid. Supporters of this theory point to the fact that the pyramid's construction seems almost impossible without advanced technology. The pyramid is made up of millions of stone blocks, some weighing as much as 80 tons, which were somehow transported across miles of desert and lifted into place with incredible precision. How could the Egyptians have done this without modern machinery? So just maybe, they had help from visitors from another world. On top of that, the pyramid's alignment with Orion's belt has fueled speculation that it was part of a larger system designed by these extraterrestrial beings. According to the ancient astronaut theory, the pyramid's design might have been intended to mirror the stars and connect Earth with these otherworldly beings. The Great Pyramid isn't the only ancient burial site with strange alignments and connections to the stars. All over the world, we see similar patterns. The Valley of the Kings in Egypt, the Taj Mahal in India, and the Tomb of King Pakal in Mexico all show signs of being more than just resting places for the dead. These sites are often aligned with important astronomical events, and they're full of symbols that connect them to the afterlife and spiritual energy. In ancient Egypt, the pyramid texts, found in the Pyramid of King Teti, describe rituals meant to guide the soul to the afterlife, where it would join the gods in the heavens. These burial sites, especially the Great Pyramid, might have been designed not just to house the dead, but to help the soul on its journey to the stars. One of the most fascinating gods in ancient Egyptian mythology is Osiris, the god of the afterlife. His story is pretty wild. After being killed and chopped up by his brother Seth, Osiris was brought back to life by his wife, Isis, using a mix of magic and technology. Some researchers have wondered if Osiris wasn't a biological being at all, but maybe a machine or robot created by advanced technology. This theory is partly based on the Djed pillar, a symbol often associated with Osiris. The pillar looks a lot like a modern-day Tesla coil, a device used to generate high-voltage electricity. So the question remains, could the ancient Egyptians have had access to advanced technology, either from extraterrestrial visitors or from some forgotten ancient civilization? The Great Pyramid of Giza continues to fascinate us thousands of years after it was built. From its incredible mathematical precision to its possible connections with the stars and extraterrestrial beings, this ancient structure seems to hold secrets that we may never fully understand. Whether it was built as a tomb, an energy machine, or a portal to other realms, the Great Pyramid challenges everything we think we know about, even our ancestors and their abilities. But one thing's for sure, the more we learn about the pyramid, the more questions we seem to have. And who knows? Maybe one day we'll unlock the answers to these ancient mysteries. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Until then, see you next time.